anything at all. Almost all the articles are negative. So then, I mean, that's the thing that tends to happen is if there's a subject that's newsworthy, like let's say just writing about, like, my name will just generate clicks, right? So if you've got a combination of, like, say, like my name that will generate clicks, and then a newspaper having a very negative bias in general, then this is just going to result in a lot of negative stories. It's just like a machine, basically. But like I said, we can correct this on Twitter, and I think over time, as people, if we're doing our job well at Twitter, then people will increasingly see Twitter as the source of truth, and to understand what's really going on, and they will turn away from traditional media and more towards Twitter, and that will provide a competitive force for other media to be more truthful, or they will simply keep losing more and more of the public's attention.
Elon, what made you want to purchase Twitter? What was the exact thing that made you want to purchase Twitter? And what was the exact moment that you realized you wanted to make the removal of child sexual exploitation your top priority at Twitter?
Well, the two are separate, because I didn't actually know about the child sexual exploitations, the severity of the issue. My concern was just in general that Twitter seemed to be drifting in a bad direction. It just, I can't quite put my finger on it. It's not like there was one moment. It's like sometimes people's like, oh, it was the Babylon Bee got banned. Like, listen, this is I'm not paying $44 billion to reinstate a satire website. Okay, that would be insane. Babylon Bee is fine, but it's not like that's not the reason. So it's just like we need to have, like I said, like a digital public square that is maximally inclusive of the population, where people feel like they can have their say, and that there's not some sort of thumb on the scale, maybe hiding bad information or being politically in one direction or another, but that it's a fair and level playing field. And it just felt like the playing field was just tilting more and more, and there was less attention to bad things that were going on. I don't know, made me worried about the future of civilization, frankly. So I was like, okay, man, this really needs to go in a good direction, but it just seems to be going in a steadily worse direction over time. I better try to do something about it, and that's what prompted the sort of acquisition offer. And then it was a few weeks after that maybe even a week after that the magnitude of the child sexual exploitation stuff became apparent. And then as soon as I learned that, I was like, wait a second, this is crazy. It's got to be priority number one. And Eliza, you and Andrea were like key in bringing that forward, and then Ella internally. So thank you for doing that. And as soon as that became apparent, we immediately made it number one priority. And with your help, we've made a lot of progress, and we'll keep at it. So it's going to be a constant battle, but we'll keep at it.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. It's been my honor to serve my fellow survivors. I'd do it all again in a heartbeat, and it wasn't easy. How involved have three-letter agencies been behind the scenes of Twitter? I'm sorry, I'm shifting gears here, but I have to know. FBI, NSA, CIA. Now that you've had an opportunity to look under the hood a little bit, what exactly are we looking at as American citizens and citizens of the globe with our three-letter agencies behind the scenes at Twitter?
First I'd say it's probably not the case that those agencies are monolithic in that it's they're big agencies. I've had some interaction with the FBI over the years, and but I've had more interaction with the CIA, and frankly, actually, my general perception of people at the CIA is that they're good people. I mean, maybe not everyone's good, but the people that I've met at the CIA are good. I've met fewer people at the FBI, but I'm sure there are a lot of good people at the FBI, and most people probably get good motivations. I haven't seen any sort of smoking gun thing yet. But if we do find something that shows questionable collusion, then we will surface it and bring it to light. So yeah.
Do you believe, sorry, Elon, do you believe that there's a situation with Twitter that will be revealed with the Twitter files where the United States government infringed on any American citizens' First Amendment right?
It's certainly possible. I think we're just trying to get to the bottom of that, and if that turns out to be the case, we will certainly bring it to light.
Sorry, I shifted gears, but we're here now. The other Twitter files dropped today. I know folks are going to be like, oh, you're not asking Elon these questions. My primary focus is always going to be, child sexual exploitation on Twitter, but these other issues are so captivating to me because I'm getting an opportunity through the Twitter files to see how Twitter was censoring, innocent citizens' speech, words, thoughts, ideas, while refusing to remove the human rights violation of child sexual abuse material and exploitation at scale. Yeah,
I mean that is, it's unbelievable. Frankly, it's terrible. Our goal is to address these issues. Like I said, child sexual exploitation stuff is number one priority, and then just also ensuring that Twitter is an even playing field from a political standpoint, so there's no preference for one party or another, domestically or internationally, and in general, like I said, to try to serve as much good as possible for the future of civilization. I have only been on the job for about 5 weeks here, so it's not a long time, but I think we've made a lot of progress in that time, and I think that progress will accelerate.
I'm very proud of you. You gave me the Elon effect with the child sexual exploitation. I can't wait to see. I'm very proud of you. I am, and I appreciate it. And I'm proud of the team that you've assembled. And I have a feeling I will continue to be proud of you. You've blown my mind, and I was Twitter's biggest hater. The receipts show that I was Twitter's biggest hater. So I'm so proud of you, Elon. This is such a big deal, and I think as time passes, you'll see lives that are saved as a result of these changes. And I'm not saying that lightly. You will see lives, children's lives are saved as a result of these changes at Twitter. And so
that's great. Hopefully lives are saved and lives are also improved. And just like I said, we want to make this a force for good. So it's not going to be perfect, but we'll try our damnedest to make sure it's good. And I think I'm pretty good at executing on the technology front. So I feel like together with the rest of the Twitter team, we can really make a difference here. So I gotta sign off at this point, but as always, I'm available if there's any action we need to take. And thanks again for all your help.
Thank you so much, Elon. I know your time is very valuable and very precious, and we appreciate you popping on today. And hopefully you get a chance to look